NYPD Police Commissioner Tish, she essentially said it's extraordinary that 4 out of the 5 crime families are on one indictment. And what was alleged there that the members and associates of these crime families took cuts and profits and they organized all of these games. I mean, I didn't realize until yesterday when I was watching the FBI conference, I didn't realize that organized poker games were still a crime. Or still a crime that was happening at least. I mean, how serious is that crime? Because millions of dollars were on the table, and it seems like people were defrauded, according to the FBI, out of millions.
Yeah. I think the number that I saw was like, $100,000 here, $60,000 here, $150,000 per person. That adds up quickly. And so again, especially when you add the violence aspect to this, the intimidation and the threats, I think it's pretty serious. What else? I saw the same interview that you did with the commissioner of the NYPD, and I think it's worth noting here that there is a joint task force between the federal authorities and NYPD, which also is a remarkable opportunity to highlight the coordination between these folks. I think in these times, you're always worried about whether there are things that are going to fall through the cracks. And as a government, person, as somebody who used to be a former prosecutor, I was really heartened to see that NYPD and federal authorities are still cooperating and working together to try to combat crime in a city like New York, where, you know, we've all seen rounders, right? I mean, we've all sort of remember back in the day of thinking about underground poker rings as kind of like a sexy thing. But to know that, like you said, it's still very, that has a cost, that there are true victims here, and that it may be one thing if it's an illegal poker game and the odds are straight and everything is sort of running above board. But when you add this added layer of intentionality of, folks like Mr. Billups allegedly bringing their friends to be defrauded or to bring other folks who would be interested in playing with celebrities to then be defrauded by these folks. It suggests a level of sort of sinister planning that takes it to a much different realm.